Good morning, Jeff Streeters. It started with a vitamin. I needed some vitamins and I went with Ritual. So I needed vitamins for this year. I've never been a good vitamin taker and they don't agree with me. And so I was looking for one that would have all the things I needed and might not upset my delicate stomach. So I ordered these. I was also looking for a word of the year. For the last 10 years, I've chosen a word every year, some with more success than others, to sort of see how my life went with that word, to try and live into it sometimes, to discover something new about it other times. And the more I thought about the vitamin and the name of the vitamin, which was Ritual, ended up with Ritual being my word for the year. So 2020's word of the year is Ritual. And little did I know what a beautiful word that was going to turn out to be for 2020. Ritual has been the stabilizing force for me for 2020. I have had a lot of things that I wanted to add into my life with Ritual. I wanted to be creative regularly, so I started an embroidery project for the year. I have a little pie slice of a circle that I embroider every month, and it's kind of a visual diary of my life. And I've finished May, forgot to bring it out here, but it's on my Facebook page and I'll post it onto our Jeff Street page. But I wanted to do something regularly. I wanted to have a ritual, and I figured if I did a visual diary, that might help. So I started out with that, and I started out bullet journaling, and I started out taking my vitamins every morning. And so I had lots of rituals that I wanted to keep up. And like anything else, some fall by the wayside. My bullet journaling, once the pandemic hit, kind of fell by the wayside. But I've kept up, sometimes in short spurts and sometimes long spurts, with my visual diary embroidery. And I've kept up, with the exception of maybe a total of 2 weeks, which, when the pandemic was just kind of on my mind constantly, I would forget my vitamins, but come back to them. So that was one of the things. But Ritual has been my anchor. I've gotten up every morning for the most part at the same time. I've taken my shower first thing in the morning, which is what I always do. I've gotten dressed every day, and pretty much in clothes that I would wear for work. And even though I wasn't working during a lot of the pandemic, I still dressed for the day. I didn't have a day that I stayed in pajamas. And I Marco Polo'd with Sue and Di every morning. It's one of the first things that I do, and it gets my day started right. Oftentimes I'm doing it on my way to the coffee shop, which is a ritual. I made up my mind early in the pandemic that I was going to support them as much as I could at the coffee shop, because it's important to me. The people there are important to me. The routine of getting coffee is my entertainment dollar, and I didn't want them to go under. So I made a firm commitment. I bought gift cards to get them over the hump when people weren't doing anything, and I have gone every day and supported them ritually. And that has been something that I looked forward to every day. So I've found that ritual has been so important to me, to get up at the same time, to shower every day, to get dressed for the day, to walk to the coffee shop and talk to my friends every day, and take my vitamins every day. All of those rituals have seen me through a time of great uncertainty where I didn't get to see people that I loved and cared about, where I didn't have work, which is a stabilizing force. But I did have ritual and routine that I could count on, and to keep me grounded and to keep me going in a positive direction. And I've watched Andy Bashir every day when he would come on, and when he switched up his schedule to 4 days a week at 4 instead of every single day at 5, I wasn't sure how this ritual was going to affect me. But it's been fine. I kind of have to jog my memory to turn it on a little sooner. But he has been right. We will get through this together. And I've held on to ritual as my anchor in the time of pandemic. This is my brief but spectacular take on the importance of ritual for me in an ordinary time that's anything but ordinary and filled with pandemic disease.